tablet and everything up. There with the shaky camera. Right, let me just wait and see. Oh gosh, I've lost all the chat now. Where find the chat? Where's it gone? Live chat has moved. I don't want it there. I want it over there. There we go. Right, who have we got? Hi Valerie. Hi Vicky. Hi Anne. First time for you. Excellent. Well, good to have you here. Hi Marianne. For some reason my tablet's not playing. Let me just find it. Oh, I've got to go through the thing. Bear with a second. Bear with. I shall see the things again in a minute. The chat again in a minute. Just got to quickly get my tablet together. Bear with. Right. Okay. Where are we? Right. Let's just see. Have I got enough? Don't think I've got quite. If I try and zoom out, though, we're gonna. Oh no. Hello. Try and zoom out, and I end up zooming in. How does that work? Yes, these new papers are for all the Australian maps. Sorry about all the zooming. I really, this does my head in. Every week this does my head in. There we go. Right, we'll stay there. I just wish I could do it before I come on. But for some reason, I don't think you can do that on YouTube. Like I could do it if I had a live streaming software, but I don't. So anyway, here we go. Right, where are we up to? Oh, cool. Anne, so you're from Australia as well. Excellent. So all of you Australians are really going to like this pack because it's an Aussie Christmas pack, especially for all the Aussies I have. Hi Valerie in Ireland. Hi Karen in Arkansas. Hi Sandra. Hi Laurie. Hi Cindy. Hi Jackie and Sherry. Hello. Yes, Aussie papers. And I've tried to do it. So if you're not Australian, you could still use them. So that was the idea. Hi Rosemary. We'll just wait for a couple more people to come in and then I'll quickly take you through the pack. I know obviously some of you might have seen it on the YouTube shorts, but I still want to show you it because it's sort of different seeing it in real life. So yeah, hi Ali. Okay, so we've got, first of all, we've got Santa's on the beach. Oh, I'm trying not to jog my camera. I'm jogging my camera. Santa's on the, quite a lot of them are this way around actually. We've got Santa's on the beach. Hi Joyce in Shrewsbury. Hi Lynette. Your first live. Hurrah. I'm glad you finally made it. And you're in Thetford. Ah, I know Thetford. I do know Thetford. Then we've got presents. I've done this sort of like the C, but it's got a little no, it's not on IG yet, Vicky. No, this morning I was no, it's not there yet. It will be later. Instagram's usually the last place I put it, to be honest with you, because I can't schedule it. If I could schedule it, that would be a lot easier, but I don't think I can on Insta. So yeah, it's not on yet. We've got the ho ho ho, baubles. I'll turn it sideways, but you can't really see it that well. Ho 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 and baubles, and then we've got just sand, and then this one, which is obviously baubles and bits and bobs. Yeah, mainly baubles and snowflakes and things, but you've not got a lot of snowflakes. Candy canes and ho 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 on the sea. Then we've got more presents. This one's on the sea. The other one was on, I think, was on sand. Yeah. Then you've got garlandy type things on the sand. And then you've got the sea. And then that's the next pack for next week. So you're not going to see that. So yeah, so that is the Aussie Christmas pack. So obviously it's available on Etsy. It's up on Etsy now. I put that up live this morning. So that is that. So that's the new kit. Ooh. So I've got all my bits cut out. Right, so another thing I need to mention is, while I'm on, I forgot to mention it last week, but obviously I know we're all crafters. However, my son, who's 14, has just launched his own clothing brand, and it's actually very good. I have to say, it's very good. And so that is his website. So if you've got teenage grandsons, sons, daughters, or whatever, or even if you might fancy it, I don't know, there's lots of things on there I personally would wear. I would definitely wear one of his, some of his items. So it's www.distortedislandclothing.com, and it's very similar to this. So he's got like his logo is very similar to that. It's like a palm tree, and it's really, really very nice. So go and have a look. Go and support him if you can. Buy stuff if you can. Yeah, it's all going to help him. Let me just make my quality a bit better on my tablet. So yeah, please go and have a look. I was going to do a post with it, but I haven't had a chance to do a post yet. That's better, I can see now. So I'm going to leave that there anyway, so if at any point you need to know what it is, it's there. Okay, so yeah, go and check him out. And he doesn't just do clothing, he's also got things like well, he's got a little iPod cases, you know, the little earbud things, headphone cases, and he's looking to do some other bits and bobs. I can't remember all the products he's got on there, but he's got quite a lot, and different colour schemes as well, so he hasn't just got like blues and whatever. Hi Annabella, good to see you, it's good to see you. Okay, so that's that. So then my other bit of business I need to mention is all you silver members, if you're watching now or watching the replay, please can you let me know which kit you want for August. Yeah, let me know what you want for August. Those of you who haven't yet told me for any other months, backdated, then also let me know. I've got Anna Marie, who's Treasures of the Heart. I'm still waiting to hear for June, July and August for her. And the same for Carol David Stringer. And Carol did try to contact me on PayPal. I have messaged back, but I haven't had a reply. So I just need, yeah, if you're a silver member, if you can just keep up, because my life's quite busy. I can't always chase everybody, so if you can just let me know what you'd like, and then that's fine. If you want to wait till the end of the month, then please do. If you want to decide at the beginning of the month, then you can do that. But yeah, just let me know, because let me just plug this in over there, because then I can start sending them all out. Thank you, Vicky. It is, isn't it? I thought it was brilliant. I thought you'd done a very good job with it. Very, very good job. Hi, Mart Cards. Good to see you. Good to see you. So yes, if you're a silver member, please just let me know. And also, because if I haven't got your email address, it's a bit tricky. Hi, Teresa. It's 5:36 in the morning. Would goodness gracious me, that's very early. That's very early indeed. Thank you for joining me this early time in the morning. Yeah, I think that was it for the silver member thing. Okay, so as promised, we're going to do a 3D type gift boxy type ornamenty type make today. So I'm going to be doing this one. So this is a tall faceted ornament gift box, and I saw this on Paper Pixie, thepaperpixie.com, and I had a look at it on her YouTube channel, but I really like it. Sorry, Sandra. Yes, you are rocking. The focus I can't change. It is how it is. You might just need to change the quality on your tablet. So that's what I've had to do on mine, because mine was all fuzzy. If you click, I've got a tablet here. If you click on the screen, let me just bring my tablet over, and then you can see. So mine is now nice and clear, but it wasn't. So what I did was click on the screen, click on the little thing at the top here, and then you click on quality, and then if you click on advanced, you can then click on 720, and then that means you then get a nice clear screen. Okay, so if you're having any problem with focus, it's either your Wi-Fi, or if you do that on your tablet, you will then get a better sharper image. But with the rocking, yes, sorry about the rocking, it's because it's basically the camera is suspended from my curtain rail. Got a very high-tech setup here, and so it just means that if I knock, there's a lead here. If I knock that lead, the whole thing wobbles, or if I knock my charging lead, the whole thing wobbles. So yeah, apologies for that, but I will try not to do it. Hopefully it'll stabilize now. Thank you, Cindy. Yeah, I know he's doing well. Hi, Maria in Texas. So this is the one we're going to be making today. So I quite like this. It's quite nice. Don't worry about these triangles, because there's a way, the Paper Pixie's discovered a way of doing this, cutting out this paper. So it's really quite easy to do, and it's not like having to mess around, you know, computers and whatever. Okay, Sandra, I'm not sure then in that case. Mine's nice and clear. Is anybody else finding that it's out of focus? If so, let me know. Mine's fine, but as I said, it wasn't on my tablet. It wasn't, but every time I always have to update the quality on it. So hi, Chris. Good to see you. Good to see you. You're okay as well, Annette. Okay, yeah. So I think maybe have a look under settings. So on the computer, I'm not quite sure what you do, but there'll be, in fact, if you click on the screen, there should still be that little cog in the top right-hand corner, and you can adjust it. The one I showed you just now, you should be able to adjust it on there, because that is, for ages, I didn't know why my tablet was all, you know, not foggy, but you know what I mean, not clear, not focused. Yeah, so I think, Sandra, I think it's probably your computer settings. So just have a look on there and see. Because I think it's probably that. Right, so that's the one we're going to do. So we do need brain cells for this, which could be difficult because mine are not really working. But we will give it a go anyway and give it a try. So these papers that I've used for this one are the Little Red Robin and Friends pack from drkcrafts.com. So, oh, you've done it, Sandra. Great. I'm glad you sorted it. So yes, I thought it was really nice. This ribbon is an old one that I've had from Do Crafts, Paper Mania, which I've had for a while, quite a few years now. 2018 probably I got it, something like that. But it's just like a red velvet ribbon. You could use any ribbon you want. So today, obviously, we're going to be using the Aussie Christmas papers, obviously. And we're going to start with the base piece. Teresa, you're a bit blurry too. Okay, so you just need to, if you adjust your settings, there's a little cog symbol. If you're on tablet, there's a little cog symbol in the top right hand corner. Click on that, click on quality, I think it is, and then click on advanced and then choose 720, and that should get you nice and clear, hopefully. Okay, so our base piece needs to be, let me make sure it's all in. Hi Andrea. Oh, the Gold Coast, that sounds lovely. Yes, good to have you here. Right, okay, so you need a base piece that is 7.5 by 10.5. And so we're going to start with this one around this side first. We're going to start with the short edge first. So on the short edge, you want to score at 1 1/4, 3 3/4, and 6 1/4. Okay, so you end up with that. I don't know how well, if I turn it like that, you might be able to see my my score lines a bit better, maybe. We can't see them very well, but they're there anyway. Hi, Crafting with Quilling. You're a bit late, don't worry. Oh, you're going back to work next week? Oh, okay, yes. See, it's all back to school next week, so I'll actually have half a brain. Well, I might not have, but hi, Nanda from Holland. Okay, so you probably can't see those, but they are. I just sort of bend them. You can see I've got one there, I've got one there, and I've got one here. I'm going to be folding these properly in a minute, but just so you can sort of see where my score lines are. Okay, so then what we want to do is along the long edge, we are going to score at 1 1/4, at 2 1/2, at 3 3/4, at 5, at 6 1/4, 7 1/2, 8 3/4, and at 10. And then we're also, if you leave your card in, we're also going to score at 1 7/8, but you're just going to go, so you've got a line going across here, so you're only going to score down to this line for the next set of measurements. So for the next set of measurements at 1 7/8, and you're just going to score down till you hit that line. Next one is 4 3/8, and again just score down to that line. Then you've got 6 7/8, and only score down to that line, and 9 3/8, and only score down to that line. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly show you my book so you can see. So this is the little diagram. So if you need to screenshot that, please do. Okay, so that's what it looks like, and that's the other score measurements we're going to do. So I'm going to just hold that there for the count of 10, and then you can screenshot it if you need to, and then yeah, and then we'll move on. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Hi, Diane. Oh, Diane, while you're on, can you let me know? I haven't got anything. I know you've had a digital kit in May, but I can't remember what it was. Let me know what it was. And then I haven't got anything down for July and August for you. So let me know what you want for July and August. I might have already sent you something for July. I can't remember. My brain's shambles. So yeah, let me know what you would like. Right. So that's that. So then what we want to do is we are going to come in. Now I'm aware that you probably, on my tablet, I can't see my score lines, which is a bit of a pain, but I have just shown you them. So what we're going to do is those little middle lines, in fact, let's just fold all the ones we've got so far. Let's just fold and burnish all the big lines that we've got so far. And then you should hopefully be able to see them a bit better. And then we'll deal with the next set of instructions. Because then you will be able to see my lines. I was going to go with a different colour base, but I really wanted to use red because I haven't got any matte on this, and I really thought the red went well with the papers. So let's just fold, and then you can see what we've got. So as you can see, that's what you've got that way, and you should hopefully be able to see these here as well. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to score with our corkboard those little lines you just did. That you've got all these squares going across. The first square's got nothing in it, the second square's got a line, then nothing, then a line, then nothing, line, nothing, line. Okay, all the way along. So what we're going to do is from the bottom of that line where it meets the score line going the other way, you're going to score from there to the bottom of that right hand corner, and from there to the bottom of that left hand corner. Okay, so we're going to score all of those. I have done a tutorial for this, which will be going up at some point, but I'm kind of a bit behind. Well, I'm very much behind at the moment with it being school holidays. I'm very, very much behind. So I have 1,000,001 things I have to be doing, and I've got currently 8 videos waiting to be edited and uploaded, not to mention another goodness knows how many videos waited to be filmed. So there we go. Hi Liz in Minnesota. So for every square that has a line down it in the middle of the box, the ones we just did, they're the ones you're now going to do these triangles, going from the bottom of that line to the bottom right hand corner of that rectangle that you've got it in. So that's there, and that is there. Okay, so I don't know if you can see those, but you've got basically, if you can see that now, I've just made that a little bit better, sort of. Yeah, you can sort of see my triangles. So we're going to do the same on, I'm going to turn it round, and we're going to do the same on the bottom rectangles here. So again, wherever you've got a, oh, I haven't done the lines, have I? I need to do the lines on the bottom as well. Oh dearie me. Right, okay, let me get this out. So those lines we just did, you're also going to need to do them on the bottom. So let's just turn this over. So it was 1 7/8 down to the bottom. It was 4 3/8. I should have done this at the same time and didn't. 6 7/8 and 9 3/8. There we go. Right, just make sure you're doing it on the exact, so where this is the line at the bottom, so it's this set here. Don't try and do it on the first. Make sure it's in the same you know, column. And then we're going to do the same again with these. Let me just turn this over because it makes it easier. So we're going to do the same with these. So we're just going to go from the bottom of that line to the bottom triangle. This is why I showed you my little diagram. So hopefully you screenshotted that. If not, you can replay and then screenshot it again in your own time. I will try and take a picture of that so that I can upload it onto my little video as well when I do my tutorial. So let's go from there to there, and then from the bottom of this corner to the bottom of that line, and from the bottom of that corner to the bottom of that line. Okay, so there we go. So that's all of my lines. So I've folded all of these. In fact, let's just make these a little bit more pronounced. So that one there, That one there. And this one here. Like that. Okay, so that's your those ones done. And we've done all of these. So now what we want to do is we just want to do all of these diagonal ones, these triangular ones, just needs to be valley folds. So if you find it, in fact, actually, before we do that, let's cut some bits out. So before you fold your triangular ones, we just need to cut out all of these squares where we've got the lines going through. We need to cut all of those out. And you might find it easier to fold the whole thing in half, because that way you can cut out two at a time. So just going to cut down here like that till you reach the end, and then cut down here till you reach the end there, and then we're going to cut across. You might find it easier to use a craft knife as well rather than scissors. Hi Liz, by the way, I can't remember if I said hello. Hello. And then we're going to go here, and I'm actually cutting just to the right of that. So I'm actually cutting to the right of the score line, so the score line's not left, it's not left over. So that's there like that, and then it's very grey here, so my work desk is quite dark, so I can't see a great deal. And these squares that you're cutting out, don't throw them all away, because you're going to need one of them in a minute as like a template. There we go. And then last but not least, on the end here where you've got the tab, you're actually going to cut the tab out as well as that box. So you're just going to cut all the way from the end across. So you end up with that. That's what you should end up with. Okay, so let's just take one of these squares, one that looks pretty much square. Obviously they're not going to be bang on because they are a little bit bigger than the ones you've got left. So let's just see, yeah, let's just make that so that it's the same size as this one. There are other ways of doing it this way. You don't have to do it with this with the spare squares, but I found it a little bit easier to do this. Okay, so I'm just making this the same size as my actual tab. And then what I'm going to do is on here, I'm just going to take a ruler, and as I said, you can just do it straight onto your tabs, but I found it kind of easy to do it this way. So we're going to draw a diagonal line just across this middle section here, because you want to find the center of that square. So that's like that. So there we go. And then I'm going to come in with my punchy holey thing and just punch a hole in the middle, and then that should be, oh, there we go, crunch. That should be where the middle is. So you just need this on, you're only going to do it on the top half of your thingies, whatever they're called, these things. Right, then what we want to do is go ahead and we're going to fold and crease all of our diagonal lines. It just makes it easy. If you've already taken these bits of card out, you're then not trying to fold through card you don't need to fold through. So you just want to fold down these lines, and again, as I said, all valley. All of these are going to be valley folds. Give them a good crease, and you want to make sure when you're doing your score lines, you want to make sure you're really getting them bang on. So stick all that in there like that. And go through them all. I could get in there with my burnishy thing, but I'm not going to just for yet. Just for now. Just for yet. Just for now. That's those. And then we'll do the other side. So you should hopefully be able to see my score lines a bit better now. And oh, there we go. Just folding, and you just need to make sure as well you're getting right down to that corner. So these corners here, just make sure your fold lines are all the way down. If you want to use your ruler, push it up against that, you can. That also works really well. Just press that down. Yeah, like that. Okay, so there you go. So hopefully you can see pretty much all of my score lines now, hopefully. Sort of see. Okay, so then all we're going to do is we're just going to use this and lay it on top and just use it as a template to punch holes. And you only, as I said, you only need to do it on these top 4. You don't need to do it on the bottom ones, just on the top ones. If you want to, you might find it better because they all need to line up with each other. So you might find it better to do one, so you know that's central, and then just bring this in. Do you know what I mean? And just do the rest accordingly. So you might find it better to do that, so then you know they're definitely going to all line up. But they need to all line up. So that's that one. And then this one needs to be on top of each other like this. If you've got something that can do all 4 layers in one go, then go for it. And then this one as well. In fact, actually, that needs to be like that. So it's going to be, let me just go for the one next door. Hopefully it'll end up being in the right place. So like that. If you want to draw a pencil and then clip it, you can. I just find it a bit easier to do it, like this. There we go. So you've got those all at the top. Your bottom half doesn't need them. So next we are going to take our red tape and we're going to put red tape all the way along there. And I'm going to make sure it goes up against the crease line, the fold line, score line, whatever you want to call it. Like that. Oops. There we go. And then we're going to then trim and just take a notchy bit out of our tab. As we tend to do, we have tabs. Okay, like that. And then I think what we'll do is we'll decorate first. In fact, let's add one more bit of red tape while we're here, and then we'll decorate. So if we turn this over, you want to add red tape to 3 of these tabs, but only 3. Don't go getting tempted to do 4. If you're going to use wet glue, you can use wet glue. I find red tape a little bit easier just to, because you know once it's stuck, it's stuck. But if you want to use use wet glue, you can. You just might need to hold it and peg it in place or whatever. Just to make sure. If you are using red tape and it's not quite the right size, so mine's almost the right size, but it's a little bit not quite as thick as the tab, then just make sure you line it up with that end rather than with the crease. So let's just add this on. How is everyone's weather as well while I'm here? It's, as I say, it's grey and overcast here and not very nice. How is everybody else's weather? Okay, that's that there. Now, if you wanted to, you could, if you were feeling very adventurous, you could cut little acetate windows out, either here or there, whatever you want to do, and put acetate in, and that way you can see what's inside. So if you do want to do that, now is the time to do it before you stick it together. But obviously, you know, you might not want to. Lynette, it's overcast with you, is it as well? Yeah, it is with me. It's very grim. Right, so then we're going to take, we're going to turn this over, and I've just done this on all 4. I've done this on 4 tabs. I did, Laurie, I did say, but I'm half asleep. I've gone and done it wrong. It's fine. I just won't stick that down. I just won't take the backing off. But yes, you're right. You need 3 tabs. So if, like me, your brain's somewhere else, you might want to fold that 4th tab under, and then when you're going along on autopilot, it's not there to stick tape on. That would be the best thing to do. Yes, I did say. So just 3 tabs. Don't do 4. Oh, dearie me. Right. So next we need, what do we need? We need a brain cell that works. That's what we need. We need 8 pieces of pattern paper that are 1 1/8 by 2 3/8. If you want, you can make these a little bit smaller. So if you want, you can make them 1 inch by 2 1/4, because I haven't got a great deal of border on these. but I've gone for that 1 1/8 by 2 3/8, which is what she recommended. But yeah, you might want to make it a slightly bigger border. So yeah. Cindy, you've got a hurricane coming. Oh my goodness. Dear me, I would not want to be near a hurricane. That would not be my idea of fun. Hopefully it will skim past you and not really affect you very much. I do hope so. These as well, if you've got a right way up paper, just make sure these are portrait. So mine's any way up. You're best off going for an any way up paper. And especially for the next section, for the triangles, you definitely want an any way up paper. Cooler in Arkansas. Okay. Yeah, I suppose, are you guys you're heading towards fall and winter as well, aren't you, I guess? So that would make sense. Yeah, we're definitely getting cooler here. It's feeling quite autumnal on some days. Some of the days. It's definitely feeling autumn. And other days we have the sun come out and it's lovely again. So, good old British weather. Right, now I should have put tape on this before I came on, but I didn't because it's been very busy at this end. So, also apologies to anybody who prefers centimetres instead of inches. If you do prefer centimetres over inches, all you need to do is just you can either times my measurements by 2.5, or you can just Google it. So Google, what is 6 inches in centimetres, etc. I just don't do centimetres. I did start with, but I realised that in the crafting world you kind of need to be doing inches, because most of the paper pads that I was getting at the time and that I know still around are mainly like 6, 8 and 12 inches. So yeah, if you do prefer centimetres, then just do a little conversion online and that would hopefully give you what you need. If I had a team and I had people who could actually do it for me, then I would probably do a conversion, but I don't. So, and also I know with some projects it doesn't always work that way. It doesn't always translate that well. I know centimetres to inches doesn't translate very well. You end up with 16ths and all sorts of things. So, yeah. Now this one here, this should be this way around really, but anyway, it's on its side. I've got a side bauble going on there. I'm going to stick it down there, I think. I'm going to stick it down there. There we go. Right, let's stick this one on. You can't wait, what, for autumn? Do you like autumn? I sort of like autumn, but I cannot stand Halloween. That's one paper pack you won't be getting from me is Halloween. Sorry, don't do it. Sorry, not sorry. So I don't mind the autumn leaves, but yeah, that's about all I really like about autumn. Not very keen on the weather, not very keen on the darker mornings, darker afternoons, darker days, dreariness. Not really into all that, has to be said. Right, let's just stick these down. Stick these down, stick these down. There we go. Bear with, my brain's not. Please feel free to chat amongst yourselves if you have any questions and ask me any questions. Anything you want to know, let me know. While I stick my bits of paper down, and then we'll deal with the next bit of paper in a moment. There's quite a clever way. I'm glad she's worked this out already for me, because my brain would have melted. It would have melted at the thought of trying to work it out, let alone trying to work it out. So yeah, I guess all of you Aussie lot are quite excited because it's now probably getting warmer for you, I would think. Probably starting to get warmer. And you'll be heading towards summer, which has to be a good thing. Has to be a good thing. Right, so let me just stick these last bits of tape on. Like this. If you want to, you can actually put your tape on before you cut them down. That's also quite a good idea. But with my last one, I actually used wet glue, so it didn't matter. Right, that's the last rectangle on there, like that. There we go. Right, so for our triangles, you need a piece of pattern paper that's 2 1/4 by 4 1/2. And if you turn it over, what we're going to do is draw some lines on the back, and then I'm going to add some tape. So let's get the ruler. Oh, the colour, yeah, so the leaves you like, the colourful leaves. Okay, so what we want to do is on our piece of 2 1/4 by 4 1/2, along the top, working from left to right, you're just going to make a mark every inch. So 1 at 1, at 2 inches, at 3 inches, and at 4 inches. Then if you bring your ruler down, you're going to work from right to left, so the other way around, or you can just turn your paper around. Let's just do that actually. So we've gone from the top, 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you turn your paper around like that, and then you're going to do the same again. So on the top, you're going to mark at 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you'll notice that your lines they're not in line with the one below. So then what we're going to do is we're going to join those lines up. So this one is going to go, sorry, let's go from the bottom. So this one here at the bottom, which is like 1/2 inch in, is going to go up to that top left hand corner like that. And then I'm just going to go along with my ruler at the same angle and just draw all of these in like this. And for this piece of paper, I would definitely recommend you go for a non-directional paper, because you do not want to end up with things upside down. So that's that. And then we want to go back again. So we want to go then from the bottom of that line there up to this one here. So you're making all your triangles. So that's that one. And then we've got this one here. And you can do that all the way along. And once you've done all that, you can then go and add your tape. And as long as your tape hasn't got too thick a backing on it, you'll be able to see. So you end up with that. Okay, so you end up with lots of triangles, and those should fit your triangles perfectly. So then we're going to go ahead and add some tape on the back. And yes, the last few bits of winter, yeah. So you've got lovely sunshine and nice hot weather coming your way. Not that I'm jealous, honestly. So apologies for my phone going off. I thought I put it on Do Not Disturb, but I clearly haven't. And someone's messaging me or something. So, right, let's stick this tape on. Now I can still see my lines through the back like that. And then all we're going to do is cut along those lines. Okay, so that first little tiny slither you don't need. And then it's just all these big triangles you need. If you want to use a guillotine to do this, that might be easier. Just gone off a little bit on that triangle. There we go. And then up here like this. And oh, almost done. Almost done. And then on this very last one, oh no, it's all right. I think what I did before I cut that one, I end up doing this end one just so I had more to hold on to, but it doesn't really matter. There we go. So we should end up with all those triangles. So then we just go ahead and stick them down. And obviously, because you've already got tape on the back, you haven't got to tape them all up, so that makes life a lot easier. So let's go ahead and stick these down one by one. Let's start over here. Stick them down. If you have got glue, it doesn't make them, I don't know why that's wonky. It is wonky for some reason. I don't know if I've not measured properly. anyway, I've got what I've got now, so tough bananas. Yeah. Right, just going to stick these all down. I'm sure I had more questions to ask everybody, but I don't know what my questions were. So feel free to talk amongst yourselves. As I said, I'll stick these down. Okay. Yeah, all mine are a bit wonky, so I just check your measurements, because I don't think I've done that quite. I think my measurements are not quite right. I think as well because I was using a pencil, it wasn't completely sharp. You just want to make sure you definitely see. It was okay on the other one, but for some reason on this one they're not quite right. But once you've made it, oh, it's not going to notice. You're not going to know. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. But this is quite a good ornament for using up your scraps, because quite often you have these little scrappy bits left over, and so this would be perfect for doing that. Right, let's stick this on here. There we go. Everyone's very quiet in the comments. You're either as half asleep as I am, or you're just watching, taking it all in. Yeah. Right, that's that. Oh, that is wonky. Oh well. I should have really made it straight there and never mind the wonky at the top, but I didn't. So we've got what we've got. Let's peel all these bits off. I'm getting this slowly. You're busy watching me in real time. Yeah, I thought that's what it was, but I was, you know, just checking you're all still there. Is there anybody there? I've got half a brain. I had hiccups before I came on, so I was like, oh, I need to get rid of these hiccups before I go on. I can't be hiccuping my way through a live stream. That would not be good. That would not be a good thing to do. Right, that's that like that. There we go. Right then, let's just get rid of all these bits. You like to watch first? Yeah, I'm the same. I want to watch so I know A, if I can do it, and B, think to myself, I might change that there or whatever. So yeah, I'm the same. Right, so we've got all our bits stuck down. So what we're going to do is turn this over. You're there as well. I'm glad everyone's still there. That's good. I'm not just talking to myself. That's good. Right, so now we're going to fold over two of our sections, and we are going to take off this backing, and then we're going to fold over the other two of our sections, and we're going to stick this together like that. So you end up with this. So I'm going to go ahead now and stick the base down first, and then we'll come to the top in a moment. So obviously, if you've done it properly, you'd end up with three of these that have got tape on and one of them that hasn't. So I'm just going to fold one over and pretend it hasn't got tape on it. And then we're going to peel off the backing of the one next door to it. So in fact, actually I should do the one opposite, shouldn't I? Let me do the one opposite first. Oh dear. Oh, so hang on. Okay, so right. Start again. So rewind selector. So on yours, you should have 3 tabs that don't have tape, and sorry, 3 that do have tape and 1 that doesn't. So I'm going to treat that one as the one that doesn't. I'm going to bring this over, and the one that's opposite it, I'm going to take the backing off, and then we're just going to butt them up together like that, fold it over and stick like that. Okay. Then I'm going to peel off the backing of one of these. You can either use the one on the left or the one on the right, doesn't matter. And then you're just going to squidge those little fold lines in until that butts right up against that, and then we're going to fold that over and stick that down. Last but not least, we're going to do the same with this one. So we're going to peel this backing off here, and then squidge those lines in, fold it over, and that's your base. And so, hello sweet pea. So that's one end. So then you've just got all these flappy bits. Now if you want to, you can add tape onto these. I didn't for this one, and it seems to stay together okay because my hole isn't that big compared to the thickness of my ribbon. So it's really up to you what you want to do with that. I think I probably, if I was going to give it to somebody, I might, although I don't know, you kind of want to leave it so it's not, because then at least they can still, you know, take things out and do whatever. So if you want to fill it with any goodies, now is the time to do that. Okay, I do need a lay down, yes, but that's never going to happen, Diane, unfortunately, not till tonight. Then you want to take your ribbon. Now I've got a piece here that's about 13 inches, 12, 13 inches. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a knot in the bottom. You can do this in different ways, but I found because this ribbon's quite thick, it works okay if I'm just make a knot. If you've got a thinner ribbon and your hole's a bit bigger, then you might want to secure it some other way. But I found it okay. So I've got my ribbon and I've just tied a knot in the bottom, and then I'm just going to thread this through one of my holes like that. So that knot is so big it's not going to come through that hole, which, you know, is great. And then we're just going to go for the one opposite. So again, you're just going to take your ribbon, thread it through that hole there, and you want to get it all the way down till it's completely and utterly well on top of each other. This is why you need all your holes lining up. And then we're going to take this again, thread it through one of the other flaps, doesn't really matter, left or right, and just get that all the way down like that. Oh, like that. This is why if you want to stick it down you can, but I think because it's, I mean, it's not completely in line, like it's not, but you know, it's fine. And also because I'm going to be adding treats to this anyway, so. And then we're just going to thread that last bit through like that and stick that one down. I mean, you might want to stick just the last one down, I don't know. Okay, and so that's your treat box. And then if you wanted to, and I was going to do it with this one, but the little thing wasn't big enough, if you get a little tag type thing, make a hole, same size hole, you can then thread that over the top and have it sit on the top so it kind of covers it all. Or if you want to, you can put, you know, a piece of pattern paper on the top, but to be honest, I don't think it really needs it. I think once you put the little tag on the top, that kind of does the trick. So yeah, so there's your little tall faceted ornament gift box. So it's quite cool. It's not that, it looks complicated, but it's not too bad. Once you get used to it, it's not, you know, it's not that bad. But I like the look of it. I think I like the proportions of it. It measures, just in case you're wondering how tall it is, it's approximately 5 inches tall and it's about 3 inches wide. So it's a decent size. So yeah, we got there in the end. We got there in the end. This morning I was thinking, why did I choose this box to do today? Got half a brain cell. Yeah, so there you go. I mean, you could even use it for just as a gift box if, you know, put normal paper on. It's a nice box, I think. I like the shape of it. I think it's very elegant. I think I did one, back in 2019, I think it was. And instead of these two bits meeting in the middle, there was actually a band that went around the outside. And I am going to be looking into different variations of this box. So stay tuned for that one. But yeah, they're very nice. They're very nice. So there you go. That's our thing for today. Project, make, whatever the word is. That's what it is for today. Remember, if you're a Silver Crafty member and you've just come on, please let me know. Email me what you would like for your August kit, and if you haven't, let me know for July. Let me know for July as well. And I've got a couple of people who I don't know for June either, so just let me know. I would like to be able to keep up with everybody, but obviously if I haven't got your email address it makes it tricky. So yeah, just let me know what you would like for your kit. Thank you. So there we go. I'm glad you all like them. Yeah, I don't know what else I was going to say. I was going to say something else and I can't remember because my brain is turned to mush. Yeah. Oh, coming up probably next Friday. I reckon next Friday I'm going to go back to doing the paper crafting basics live streams on a Friday. Because obviously I haven't done one for ages because of it being school holidays. So I think I am going to go back to that on a Friday, probably. Maybe not every Friday, maybe some Fridays. Depends on what I'm doing. But yeah, that's a possibility. So yeah, you're off to bed, are you? Or you're telling me to go off to bed? I can't go off to bed because it's 1:20 in the afternoon, and my 14-year-old son is not going to want to go to bed, but I would like to. But yes, but it might be early for you. I can't remember what time it was for you. So yes, there we go. Right, let me just take this off. You're going to rock around a bit. Apologies for the rocking. Oh, there we go. Up close and personal. So there we go. Right, I am going to poodle off, go and get some lunch. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you again soon. And don't forget to check out Ben's website if you haven't already. Go and check out his Distorted Island clothing brand. Go and buy something or forward it. Just share it with anybody you know who's teenage or who might not even who's teenage. Anybody who might wear it. Go and share it with them and get them to put some orders in. Cool. And I'll speak to you all next week. Bye everyone. Bye.